Hey, good morning, guys. It's March 30th, and Chambers is teaching out of Isaiah 59. Isaiah, if it's a book you've never really dug into, the prophetic books are really good, especially the ones of judgment. And the reason why is because it shows us the mind of God in a way that no other books do. It shows a few things it's done for me when I've read through Isaiah, Jeremiah, some of the other prophetic books talking about God's judgment in particular. It shows us that God, it really, really kind of pronounces how God hates sin, how he hates wickedness, and how he's been patient, and eventually. And here's another thing. I had a guy the other day, it's an older gentleman that's a friend of mine, ask me, well, what about these people? What about this wickedness? And I said, don't worry about it. God, it will be judged. And he said, are you sure? I said, I'm certain. I'm absolutely certain. God will judge wickedness. It will be judged. And so when you read through these books, it's very, very clear that at some point God's mercy, his patience ends, and he steps out and he judges. And so Isaiah 59 in particular is talking about no one is intervening, no one is stepping in. Wickedness is happening. Those people that try to step out a little bit, at one point he says, they step out, but they're kind of, where is it? I can't remember where I saw it, but in this 59, in Isaiah 59, those who step out are kind of like immediately tamped down. And so Chambers is dealing with this concept of intervening in the. I'm outside and there's birds landing around me, which is kind of cool. So God intervening, no one intervening in the lives of the people of Israel. And he compares it to intercession, how we are to intervene in the lives of those around us, particularly in prayer. He specifically talks about intercessory prayer. And he talks about that we only have this sentimental interest in prayer, that we talk about it, and we talk about ways to do it, and how it should be done, how it shouldn't be done, how effective it is if it's done correctly. But do we do it? Do we actually intercede in prayer? And that's why he brings up Isaiah 59, because all these people that are watching wickedness happen around them, but they're not stepping in. And Chambers says, too often, instead of worshiping God, we construct statements as to how prayer works. And when we lose sight of God, this is a really interesting one. When we lose sight of God, when we just talk about God and we don't talk to God, when we know about God but we don't know God, it's funny. If I said to you, I know Joe Rogan, you would say, wait, really? Do you spend time with Joe Rogan? No, but I know everything. I mean, I know a lot about Joe Rogan. I think he's a great podcaster, but I know, and a lot of people could say that. They know a lot about him, a lot about Rogan, but they don't have relationship with him. And so I think that's the thing that Chambers is getting at here about prayer, about intercession. We know about it, but are we doing it? Are we interceding? Are we stepping in the gap? Are we doing what he was calling out the people in Isaiah 59 for, seeing the wickedness around them and not stepping in the middle of it? And when we do, when we lose sight of that, when we're only talking about it or know it, we become what he calls hard and dogmatic. I think this is a lesson for me, because I think a lot of times we don't have issue or think that we think that it's right and proper to see, which it is, to see wickedness or wrongdoing around us and to point it out. But that's only the first step. To point things out and say, that's not right, that's wrong, is a great step. But the next thing to do is not only to, as Isaiah 59, step in and do something, but to intercede with the one. A friend of mine once said, I can't touch their hearts, but I can touch the one who can. And so if we can touch the heart of God for these things, these injustices, if we can intercede, if we can't do it physically, then we can do it with our prayers. That's what we're called to do. And so my challenge to you and to me as well today is to find ways to intercede. whether it's actually interceding physically in a situation for justice. Oh, and one last thing, I had gone through Isaiah in the past, and I was thinking about how Isaiah is really interesting. How Isaiah shows how God obtains glory, like how His glory is revealed. And this particular one, Isaiah 59, I said he is glorified through judgment, which is kind of an interesting concept. How could God be glorified through judgment? It's because His judgments are true, correct, and righteous. And so, anyway, figure out ways. I think we need to figure out ways that we can intercede. I'll leave you with that. Guys, have a great day.